Yeah, I'll be honest with you, T. I think if it comes down to you wanting a lab, there might be something else you might have to do. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
OTT, I'm at the point where I don't even care anymore.
Okay, what does that even mean? Flip, what does that even mean, bro? What do I gotta do? Give me the secret sauce, Flippy.
I'm just saying, you
know, I'm trying to eat.
You know, there's another lab out there, OTT. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the problem is I'm gonna have to fight Seaside, and they're already doing a bunch of fucking shit to us, which is pissing me the fuck off. They're trying to bait a war already, and it's over dumb shit. Like, fucking last week they took me hostage because our boys were planning to try and rob somebody over at a warehouse down by fucking the Marabunta turf. And then I told them, they're like, what are you doing down here? I'm like, oh, this person just walked in. They could clearly see the person. And then they just rolled up on me like 10, 15 minutes later, 6 deep, told me to pull over, get out of the car. They want to talk with me. I'm like, if you want to talk with me, come down to Brogue. Let's have a talk. They're like, no, we're doing it now. I'm like, bitch, the fuck? I'm a leader of a gang. What are you doing? You're not fucking pressing me. And they're all sitting there. And I'm like, what? What are you forcing me to? What, are you going to put a gun to me? And then all 6 of them just started pointing guns at me. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, here we fucking go.
This is what we're doing now.
Yeah. So they took me hostage. They went through my phone and everything. I'm like, dude, we don't even talk about Seaside, let alone they thought maybe we were camping out at their warehouse. So I don't know. Maybe that's where they hold their key and they're just like overly,
that's cool.
protective of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of. If not, I mean, it was ran by Draco and Mona, the 2 fucking ex-ballers that can't stand me. So, you know, Draco was probably just coming up with some shit to get me all riled up. And then today, there's a couple of them riding around in go-karts like Mario and Luigi, and then robbed their boys' shoes. And one of our guys pointed a gun at them, and they shot them over driving around just stealing shoes, I guess, to pretend they're bananas while they're driving around on cart. This is where we're at. So the problem is if I go after that lab, right, and Seaside's got an issue, then I'm gonna be fighting a gang that is deep as fuck before we even wake up. It's not gonna be good for us. Like, it won't be good. I have the numbers, I have the people, we can fight, but like fighting a group that is deep as shit before we even wake up, you know what it's like, man. It'll snowball. They'll pick people off as people start waking up. Well, we won't really get our footing. We'll have maybe one good fight towards the end of the wave after we've licked our wounds for a bit. I mean, that'll be the show. And then, you know, if they're not deep, they'll be asleep during NA. So what do? It's fucking stupid. Now, there is one other thing that I could possibly do. Why are you pointing at you? Oh. Okay. Listen, Flip. I'm going to say something wild, bro, and you can just tell me to shut the fuck up, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to say something wild, and just tell me to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You know, you share a lab with a gang I don't really like.
No way. No way.
I mean, at the end of the day, if that lab key goes missing and you still have access to it, is it really that much of a problem?
Oh
really?
My God. I'll be honest, bro. They don't even cook in it that much. Listen, bro. Actually, no. Okay. Actually,
I mean, let's be real. You know, I'll cook the fuck out of that meth lab.
Hold up, OTT. Actually, low key. Listen. If you're serious about this, bro.
Damn serious.
Dead serious.
No,
wait. No. I'm talking about this. If you actually want to be able to cook in the lab, bro, why don't you just buy your the shares from the MDM, and then I'll talk to my gang if they're down with it.
How much are the shares?
It wouldn't be that expensive. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna say. I really don't know what the number they would say.
Well, here's the crazy thing, Flip. Sparky called me like 3 days ago, and they were talking about the docks, and they want to talk with us after our GSF war about, because we already pushed down there. We've been pushing down there for fucking months. Then when NBC came back, we were like, okay, we'll back off of there. You guys do your thing. Then when they all went to jail for like 30 years or whatever, over some murder or some shit. Pilbus got out, and we worked out a new deal where we're selling down there. So we've been down there. Our rep was Max. I don't know if idiots have been dumping meth down there over the last 4 or 5 days since we've been at war, because Cyprus is a fucking shithole, Flippy. The cops are down there 24/7 because of that impound lot. Once that impound lot went in, it fucked our whole turf. Like, it's ridiculous. So we've been down there selling at the docks. Mandem want to have a chat with us about potentially us working together to sell down there. The issue is they're going to be higher than a fucking kite if they think I'm buying meth off Mandem. It's just not happening. If they want to buy meth off us, I mean, I'm gonna have a conversation with them anyway. But I mean, theoretically, Flippy, you know, if here's the thing, man, we stopped looking for the Mandem lab once we found out that you were part of it. Like, we were looking for a Mandem lab. That was the lab that we really wanted to go after. Like, I have history with these guys, specifically Denzel, who's their cook. So, you know, and I found out that on the docket, he's in a whole slew of shit for drug trafficking.
Yeah.
So, if I'd be down to like buy his shares out, assuming I can't get this one for GSF.
Are you okay? I guess my question: Are you still in bad terms with Denzel?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
is
we're
it
not
kinda like whatever?
good. No, we're not good. He doesn't. He every time I'm around him, he runs. So I can't even. I can't even talk.
My thing is, I guess this wouldn't be possible. But my thing is, Mandem as a gang, they don't really care about that. The only person that's ever cared, I mean, I'm sure you know this, right?
Denzel.
And
Yeah,
his goal has always been wanting to get 100%. So
He's still not there?
oh, he's not.
Unbelievable.
So
What a shit cook.
well, my thing was, this was just an idea, right? But I don't think it's gonna be possible. But why don't you tell them, like, hey, listen, like, we work out a deal. We take you to Lab Cooks. You know, we take like half the product, most of the product, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. You use his shit to get his percentages up, and you just take most of the product. So I feel like it'd be like a win-win. And then when he gets 100%, you guys could either, like, I don't know, you take over or some shit. And then that way you would save money. Then he gets 100%. They could get rid of the lab. Then you just like pay a little bit for it or something.
I mean, we could get him to 100% really quick. We have a genius in our gang that, like, he knows the formulas to get 100% within like 3 or 4 cooks. Like, no joke. He's a fucking god. So, like, getting him to, but the problem is they're never going to trust us. Ever. And I don't blame them. I mean, I wouldn't trust me either. I mean, like, not because I'm a rat, but...
I mean, think about this. Think about this, though. Like, what if you trust them, you pay them whatever they want, right? They're not going to fuck you over because I'm not going to fuck you over. So it's not like they're going to take the key from us, too. So you have a safety net in the sense where, like, if you do come up with a number that they agree on, you can just pay up front because, you know, you're not going to get fucked over.
Do you use the lab, or you just have a stake in it and that's it? And it's just man that cook? Oh, fuck. Okay.
They weren't cooking out for the past, like, 6 months. They never cooked on it, but as of the last, like, 2 weeks, they started to cook on it. Besides that, they never cooked on it. So it was basically our lab, but...
I mean, how mad would you get with us if we just theoretically stole the lab from them as they were cooking in it? And then, you know, we're like, hey, Flippy, it's still your lab key, but, like, I just kind of stole the position, and that's...
I mean, I talked to my Gengi, bro. I ain't gonna, you know, say yes or no to that.
No, I know. I get it.
I just think there's a way we could make something.
They're not gonna trust
without...
me, Flippy. That's the problem. They're not gonna fucking trust me at all. They hate.
You want me to talk to them for you? If you're actually, like, would you actually be interested in it and buying into it? And if you're not, you don't have to say yes. I'm just, like, picking your brain kind of thing, you know?
This is something I will consider if we can't get the GSF one. And also if we get the GSF one, like, I won't give a fuck about Mandem at all. Yeah. Because I'm looking at it from here's the cold hard truth, Flippy. You fucked it up for everybody. You did. You did. You have your hands in fucking every goddamn lab there is. So everybody's scared to go after a fucking lab, including me.
Well, no one was wanting labs. That's the only reason we had access to so many. But then when oil rig went away,
dried up.
that's what fucked people over.
So like you're fucking this up for everybody. The only goddamn lab we can go after is the one that Seaside has potentially, and GSF, and them motherfuckers sure as shit ain't using their lab. Let's be real, bro. You looked in the back of my damn truck right now. All you're gonna see is melee weapons. These guys are a joke.
I'm just saying, bro. OTT, if you're actually lab hunted, bro, I'm telling you, OTT, I'm not fucking around. Take the Seaside one, bro. If you take Seaside lab, not only I will back you in a war, bro. OTT, not only would I back you in the war, I would fucking give you money to buy into that damn lab, just because I know Seasides.
I know you don't like them. I know that.
Fuck them, bro. I don't give a fuck about them. Listen, bro, like, okay, my thing is, okay, think of Seaside as a gang, right? Like, if you're, like, in their head, like, if you're at Seaside, I feel like they probably think they might be the best gang in the city, right? Which is fair. They're strong, right? They probably think they're very strong, they're the shit, blah, 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 this and that, right? If you're that gang and you take a goddamn lab, why are you such a bitch and you don't tell anyone you took a lab? Bro.
Oh, it's bitch.
If I take someone's lab right now, I'm flexing that shit, bro. I'm telling everyone I took their goddamn lab.
True.
Like, these motherfuckers... I talked to Benji that same day, bro. He didn't say shit.
Yeah. I've been seeing you guys as twatting out to them. They ain't fucking owning up to nothing, man. They're cowards.
It's crazy, bro. And I even told them everything, hard facts, how I know exactly it's them, bro. They're still denying it.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I mean, okay. I'll see how this GSF thing goes. If the GSF thing goes bad, I'm sure as shit not going to go after a lab right now because I don't want another war and then GSF have some sort of morale boost and or work something out with Seaside and like fucking try and give them a cheap deal on the lab that they have to fight us and to keep us busy. So I'm going to stay focused on this. Once I'm done with that, then I'll look into the Seaside. Maybe you and we can have another conversation. I'll talk to my gang about this Mandem shit. And, you know, if they say, fuck you, no, there's not a chance in hell, which is, I would say, a 98% chance. I think the only way that would even be reasonably, like, the only shot is if Denzel and I made amends, which will never happen unless he admits to the shit that he did. And so that'll probably never happen. And we sure as shit ain't gonna cook side by side together. So I don't know, bro. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll chat once I'm done fucking GSF hard and raw, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Right.
But if none of it works out, if nothing works out, right? Zero zilch nada, and we just so happen to catch Mandem doing a lab key, with a lab key at a lab. Just so happened. We had no idea.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay.